Oh yeah, this is just documentation.
It's recording already. So try adjust. This is a family area. Should work. When as in, I just see something. No, the arm. Bring it low. Bring it low. Bring it low. What is this? What is this? Oh yeah, bring it low. Now you are talking. Now you are talking. Yes. Are we flowing?
Yeah.
Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. No, yes, we are still defining idea processing Nigeria, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to say one or two things about idea processing Nigeria. People have been asking me, they have been calling and say, my friend want to know more about idea processing Nigeria. I said, can't you define what it simply means? He said, no, they need this, they need that. It is a simple term. Idea processing Nigeria is a non-governmental organization that is meant for the development of the young, talented individuals. Are we getting it? Not only intellectuals now, we are having intellectuals and we are having the general individuals. Now, you are educated or not educated, you are an asset to your nation. And I've told you, maybe I should tell you this one again because I read this in Napoleon Hill's publication and it's working for me. He said, when you continue to repeat something over and over, it becomes part of you. And it is registered in your subconscious and conscious mind. And later it returns to what we call autosuggestion. Who knows what is called autosuggestion? Autosuggestion is that when you see fire, this thing can go to. Nobody tells you now. It's your mind that tells you. That's auto what? Suggestion. The same thing is applied when you see when you are in exam hall and you see this question and you don't even know how to go about it. And something is whispering within you. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. As a Christian, are you getting it? That is autosuggestion. And once there is confidence there, you have overcome. That's it. It works for anybody. So what I'm talking about, we keep young people for leadership and entrepreneurship. At the same time, we develop people for administrative techniques that work. So as we contribute in diverse measures to the meaningful better governance and to enhance self-reliance in the society. I've been realized that disappointment as a result of lack of inadequate place. Come and have your seat here, sir. Welcome. We welcome our friend. His name is Remy KG Ademola. I will chip in this word of advice that if somebody that is closest to you cannot recommend you for something good, work on your attitude. You need to be able to develop your personality. I heard of him sometimes ago, and I call him that I think it will be reasonable that we work together, and that's why he's here this morning. A round of applause for him once again. Welcome, brother. So, having realized this part that disappointment, by one reason or the other, maybe lack of or inadequate of provisions of necessities, which include favorable atmosphere and financial backup. This, what I'm sharing with you, is practical. It's out of experience. Are we getting it? Lack of FP information as part of giant killer among youth. That's the fact out of life so far. Some things, there are some lessons you don't value when you listen to them in the class, when you go to seminar and listen to them. Are we getting it? But when you put your hand in hot water, you will learn. And next time, there will be auto suggestion that whenever steam is coming out of water, it is dangerous. Are we getting it? So far, so good. Idea process in Nigeria have started. And these are the discouragement we discover that young people are, do encounter. That's why they don't want to set up their own personal enterprise. In conducive atmosphere. It's part of it. No financial backup. It's part of it. If I start my own business and it's not moving, it's part of it. Are we getting it? This is out of experience. And these, all I've mentioned, they are potential giant killer of people's potential. They carrying out their action, their laudable vision into action. We therefore summon the courage to take up the challenge by creating a platform. What I mean by platform is conducive atmosphere, conducive environment, whereby the talented as well as the less privileged can strive with their various potential in order to better themselves, and not only themselves, also to contribute immensely to the development of our nation at large. And I see you progressing. I see you moving forward. I see you making it. And I see you contributing to the development of our great dear Nigeria. The success of our target will ensure equity which will enable all and sundry to participate with high sense of belonging and responsibility to affect positively their world and immediate environment. We ensure that our members are carried along in all our plans and programs. Also, members are provided with sufficiently large opportunity to function in various fields of endeavor in concordance with their area of interest, simply because wide range of career is covered in order to explore and benefit our stakeholders. What are we talking about here is that idea processing Nigeria is into section. Are we getting it? It's just like FUNAB. FUNAB is into what? Colleges. Colleges is divided into department. Are we getting it? Just like any other country, like Nigeria, we have in the federal government, we have in the federal or the states, we have in the local government, and we have in those we have in cells we call wards. That's the one councillors, governors. Are we getting it? So, idea processing Nigeria is divided into groups and subdivided into sections. We will introduce the groups to you at the course of our discussion. So now, the vision of IPNG is to eradicate poor leadership as a result of wayward mentality among Nigerians. I read a particular book, Sam Adeyemi authored the book. He said, stealing is as a result of slavish mentality of our leaders. You know that you are the owner of this thing, you possess it, it's your own. Why are you stealing it again? It's a slave that steals, and we don't want his organ to know about it. Are we getting it? It's a slave. So stealing, embezzling money, looting the treasury is as a result of slavish mentality. And because we do not work on the mentality of young people before they come to the mature stage, they behave like a slave, and we see the consequences in the nearest future when they are not big. We are the leaders of tomorrow. It's not a thing of a joke. We need to start grooming ourselves from now because the future starts here. Tell somebody, say the future starts here.
It starts here.
It starts here. I will see one in the future, waiting for the future. Today was once the future to yesterday. If you reason with me, we live in the present of the future. The future is here. You will not waste the future in the name of God. Amen. Number 2 vision is to eradicate abject poverty. I see no reason why we must be poor. Nobody should be poor. You know, I've been listening to talks, I've been listening to motivations, I've been reading books. Why must you be poor? Why must a Christian be poor? But until when I come to the realization of that understanding that there is no need for me to be poor, I'm a Christian or no Christian. There's no reason for me to be poor because God is not wicked. When He made me the best of all creatures. And He embedded some things in me, some treasury in me, some resources in me, some things in me that if I unleash it, that's why I said, until when I unleash the entity inside of me, you cannot know my identity. It is superb, it is good, it is beyond here. But normally everything we undergo process. Are we getting it? And going through process is going through time. Everything is a matter of time. You're going to define your word to the world. Are we getting it? Please, sister, help us to use your teaching device. Number 3, what are we talking about? Abject poverty. Poverty now, let me tell you, is a thing of the mind. It's a thing of the mind. My greatest author, we say, seeing, for you to look at something, for you to see this a book, is not a thing of the sight, it's a thing of the mind. Are you getting it? If your sight is say this fan you are looking at, it's not at the top, it's at the base. There was a time I was drawing a particular engineering work, and I drew the triangular prism, and I finished it. I look back, before I look at it again from the rear, I discovered that this thing I drew it to stand or to sit with its base. But what I'm now looking at is that it's turning upside down to become another thing else. No, it's still the same prism that I drew. That's what we call optical illusion. Seeing is not a thing of sight, it's a thing of the mind. Are we getting it? Seeing is thinking mentally. Are we getting the point? So poverty now is not a thing of, you cannot measure it with what you don't have. It's how you see yourself. Somebody say, I am seeing myself at the top. I am seeing myself at the top. If I sure you will say it louder. I am seeing myself at the top. Yes. People call me professor in the department, it's not because I'm that brilliant. The way I dress, that's the way they address me. The way I talk, that's the way, because I speak grammar. It's not a pride, that's my making. Are you getting it? And you see everybody say, why can't you go for this company, I say, no. It's different. I want to use my own to impact people. They say you are good for lecturer. Yes. I want to be involved in public speaking. I want to impact my generation. Are we getting a point? So, poverty number 1, we need to work on ourselves. Look inward, look outward, then look upward. Are you getting it? Sometimes we need to look very close, as if we are suffering of long-sightedness, and we see opportunities that are very close. Are we getting it? And we see local potentials of our resources. Then we need to look so far, aiming at the top. That will get us advanced. Are we getting a point at all? So you must suffer of those 2 eyes defects: short-sightedness and long-sightedness, for you to become a complete man. If you are going to eradicate poverty, there are some people you are going, even if you give them some of millions of dollars, they will still spend it extravagantly, lavish everything, because poverty is a thing of the mind. They don't know how to manage resources. It is high time we started alleviating poverty right from the mind. And I see you making waves as we embark on the action. Now, unemployment is rampant. I don't know why unemployment. I am already working before graduating. I'm already working before taking my leave off campus. I'm already working while I'm still graduating. Simply because I engage myself in what I know how to do best. That's job. I say room will make way for you. If you show, I say room. Talent will make room for you. Are we getting the point? Explore yourself. About my theory of 3Ds. Discover yourself. Develop yourself. Don't let you. Then display yourself to the outside world. Some people don't want to display themselves. They say it's as if I'm bragging. It's a wayward mentality. Please get it off. If you can sing, sing. Come out and sing. And if you can dance, come out and dance. That's one of the platforms you are raising. The program we had earlier, people were now tripping for one of our dancers. They want art here, they want art here. That's our job. Are you getting it? Creating a platform where everybody can strive. Strive, let's see you. If you keep inside, tell me who your dreams, billion of dreams of your dreams. I can believe because I'm a Christian, but I'm not convinced. Your action is needed. You can sing. Tell me you can sing, That's how I used to sing. It's until the day is it. Now give me some raps, give me some raps, give me some melody. That's when I am now convinced that you can sing. It's now when you develop yourself. See, there's no reason why you should go out and be searching for job. Once you discover yourself, this is where God has created you to become a speaker, a talkative. Good. One day, if I'm persistent, then I will make way, I will make name, I will make significance, which is more than survival. Are we getting the point? So people going and seeking for job, well, they will frustrate themselves. Though Nigeria, the atmosphere is not yet conducive, but I'm telling you, you can still make it. Others are making it. Others are making it. You know, out of many, we see how few making it. They are still making it. I'm still seeing young people that old men are riding them. Driving them. They are making old men drivers. You can make it. You can make it. If you have the dream, you can make it. If you have the vision, you can make it. You can determine, yes, I will not search for job. You will not search for job. Because you are passing through school, and school has passed through you. The residual knowledge is the packaging knowledge we are talking about. Eradicating non-employment, it starts with you. It starts with you. And that's part of our goals. That's part of our vision. Then let's talk about crime at alarming rates in Nigeria. In Nigeria, crime. We want to eradicate crime. Criminal offense, criminal events, criminal occurrences. Why? It is clear of that adage that says an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Since the day I've been running from one professor's office to the other, from one doctor's office to the other, from one office to the other, from selling to unity building, I never thought of evil. Because I am a great thinker. I think wide. I imagine so much. And when you are imagining even something good to yourself, a time will come that the devil will come and say, why don't you think of this? Think of Kemisola now. She's having it now. No, it's not until when you are even born again that you can get all those things off. If you are serious, if you are busy, who will be disturbing you with nonsense? You will be not have time. Because you are a busy time. Are you getting it? How much more? If you can't think of something evil, You cannot do what? You cannot, act on something evil. Bible says, sorry, I'm making reference to the scripture. That's my nation. Are we getting it? What I'm talking about is that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Are we getting it? We're going to take little time to discuss before we take our mode of application. You need it. See, I am of much fulfillment with a few that I see. When I I dream big. When I target the firmament and I fall on the cloud, I'm still fulfilled for it. And that's why, let me give you one ideology. If you want to make first class, you know what we'll be targeting at? Something beyond. When you land, so pathetic enough, you will land on the range, within the range. Are you getting my point? Please buy that ideology. You want to target this particular height, as in you are aiming at this particular height, target the beyond. Are we getting it? It works for these short putters. Are we getting it? That's by the way. So crime is because people are not doing anything. They are hiding. Are you been getting something out of what I've been sharing with you? It's not until when you are born again, no born again. It's not until maybe you are the disciplinarian or not. It's a thing of the mind. And you need to get over this, crime alarming rate in Nigeria. It should be a thing of the past. And with you and me, we are going to change the whole situation. I said we're going to change the whole situation. We can't it imperative on our part to find solution to the challenges facing our nation and enlightening the youth based on what they can do to help the situation. Also, the fact that peers have great influence on young people can never be overemphasized. In agreement with the say that your association determines your acceleration. Who agree with me? That your association determines your acceleration. See, we were enough, we started. But when I discovered that these people, they are not grappling the ideas again, they are losing the vision. The passion is no longer there. Instead of them to be drawing me back, you need to cut off the cord. I get my point. Because if you are working with the Jews, you can never be a genius. If you are working in the camp, in the company of in the camp of the cowards, you can never imagine yourself to be in the company of the champions. Never. Birds of the same feather flock together. I want you to start looking for good friends. Looking for people that you can buy ideas from. It's not stealing it. And it's working for him. Let me try it. I'm getting my point. So please, all these things, you need the right association. My ideology that I used to reiterate to myself. Said there are 3 essentials for a man that want to make impact. I've shared this with you during the prep event. Number 1 is that you need to conceive a realistic vision. Realistic. What I mean by realistic is that you should confine yourself to maybe limited vision. So let me tell you, before you know that you're having a vision, is that what you are planning will be bigger than you, beyond your imagination, and you don't even imagine. That's it. That's one of the qualities of the vision. Then, despite the fact that it's big, it's huge, yet it must be realistic. Set again in terms of that. Then another thing is that you must embark on right action. On appropriate action. Sorry, I'm not having this thing, but it's inside the mind. Appropriate action. What I mean by appropriate action is that you make use of your instinct, discretion to do some things.
It's not that just consider it's like this, and you have like baby. He wanted to hit on you, and it's right there inside the rock. And you want to get it. And you don't know how to go about it. And you start doing something else that you are doing the best. Are we getting it? That's the appropriate action we're talking about. If you are hungry and you are feeling like eating, what do? You cook. You prepare food. How do you go about preparing the food? You use your instinct. You use your expression. Are we getting the point? Then the last but not the least is that you find yourself in the right association. That one is indisputable. So now let's further. I say furthermore, our crusade is a fight to hijack our society from the gloomy doom. Everybody say gloomy doom. They say something is gloomy. It's not clear. When they say it's gloomy, it's about to approach something. Gloomy. Say danger is gloomy. Then doom is a disaster. Are we getting the point? That if Nigeria should continue at this tempo of illegality, of criminality, of, don't let me say stupidity of our leadership, then they are going to be red in the leadership. Are we getting the point? So, I know with you and me we can achieve this great vision. I say with you and me we can achieve this great vision. When you start doing something reasonable, something worthwhile, and you are now, something to emulate, something to gain, something better from, I think you can, once you can affect your world, you can affect other people's world. They learn from you, they induce ideas from you. As I was saying, from all this illegality, illiteracy, poor governance as a result of the poor leadership, mismanagement of funds, slavish mentality of people, and what have you. I believe as we intensify this campaign, we will achieve our dream Nigeria in a few times to come. Like I said, idea processing Nigeria is not governmental. It's not religious, it is not political, and it is not profit-chasing organization. Please put it down. Idea processing Nigeria is not governmental, what they call NGO. It is not political. It is not religious. That is why I apologize when I pray in the name of whom I believe. And it is not profit chasing. We are not after profit. And also, it is believed that IPNG is a civil society which involves people of vision, passion, and of great ambition to achieve the better and perfect society of our greatest dream. As I was saying, you need to conceive kind of instinct, mentality. Why is this thing going this way? That's what generates what we call magnificent obsession. Somebody should ask me, what is magnificent obsession? Thanks so much. Magnificent obsession is a passion that is invoked inside of you because of particular action that seems not proper. Everybody is searching for jobs. Why must you look for job? And you develop the kind of, how to ameliorate the situation. Are we getting the point? That is the magnificent obsession. You see everybody going wayward, but God had not created you like this.
Something must be happening to your mentality. This is abnormal. You enter into the realm of all possibility. You enter into the realm of all whatever they call ideal situation. This is the ideal situation, and you work on it. Are we getting it? So, please, you need to work, if you're going to have a passion, to work on magnificent obsession. The reason why you must do this for this to be this, for this situation, to provide solution to situation at any point in time. So, it is often said that many ideas we conceive, many potentials with God, but the majority of these dies in the labor room of reality. And this is the magnificent obsession that gives rise to the initiative Idea Processing Nigeria (IPNG). From the statistical and economic point of view, Nigeria loses huge billions of naira on a daily basis due to human resources that are not fully utilized. A lot of potential are nowhere harnessed. You see, undergraduates studying courses that are not in line with their innate ability. That's another vital foe to fight. Because of my ability, I put in for elect. I know I can do it practically, though I need the theoretical knowledge. I get the point, but I wasn't offered something. Are we getting the point? And it will affect me one way or the other because I wasn't in line with my God-given talent. Are you getting it? And I say economy, hash down, recession, whatever. Let's look into this. It's part of it. At the end of the day, somebody that's supposed to study music and do well in the music industry and the crude knowledge, say, brother so is making it as medical doctor, he's making it as lawyer, he's making it, and we go for it. At the end of the day, I can count, I can reiterate them. Personalities that study this, at the end of the day, something that we think reproachable, that is reproaching, they ended up being that for life and the broke record. I can tell you numbers of them. Are we getting the point? So, we need to work, but let me tell you, Nigeria settings, we need to understand some things. That we are thinking of ideal situation, but let us look at what is on ground. Let us look at the present condition. Is it favorable? Let's look at okay, everybody is looking for admission. We are pursuing admission, but at the end of the day, they now give water resources. Are you getting? Be happy for it, shape. You should be happy. At least you find yourself in the four corners of citadel of Ireland. But one thing is that whether admission or no admission, that one can never determine my destination. My destiny is being predestined by God. Are you getting a point? I'm going to pass through the course, come out in flying color, make use of the knowledge to impact my world, but I cannot confine myself to that discipline. I read wide. I study international relations on my own. I don't need it anywhere. That's why you must consume literature on a daily basis. Nobody teaches the greatest of all public speakers how to present, how to teach people. It develops it right, maybe just like this little gathering. Are we getting the point? It's not maybe by fire by force you are a hero to study that course. It's your passion. It is your nature. The nature of fire is to burn, is to make things hot. Are you getting my point? If you put it on that bushel, it will burn that bushel. Am I right? That's it. That's it. So let your light so shine. Sorry, there's no inspiration. So what I'm talking about is that we need to work on that. When young people are being put into course, At the end of the day, they are not working, and it will reduce their efficiency. Once efficiency is reduced, it will water down the productivity that we are looking for. Are we getting the point? So it's like we shouldn't confine ourselves to the study until when I will work as a banker, until when I will work as a lawyer. Because a lot of things you do. As time goes on, I see many of you that your first class in that discipline, that course, you just add to your profile. It just add to your profile. Whether you are in BCH or in whatever, if you just add to your profile. I will tell you numbers of password that say first class product of this, first class product of that. Were they trained as teacher? They were not. They were not. Numbers of them. I can mention them. So what are we talking about? Please settle yourself before you go out to the world. Because there are competition. But I don't see competition because I'm in line with the will of nature. I have learned that even this nature this what they call dummy. Nature is a dummy. You can change it, you can manipulate it. Nature will. I was working with a friend, the person he said, I said, look at the greener pasture in my compound. Magnificent obsession. He said, yeah, all these are herbs and grasses. They might be useful, but we don't know their uses. Why can't we eliminate them? Let's change the nature of that environment and put corn. And we did it. Exercise. That's when I learned that agriculture is very easy to practice. All you need is enthusiasm. If you want to be enthusiastic, add enthusiastic. Sweep the floor enthusiastically. Read enthusiastically. Do whatever enthusiastically. You'll be fulfilled for it. But if you are done, nothing will work out for us. Are we getting it? Yes, I was saying that you can affect nature, you can amend if it's not working for you. Through your action. Through your action. This place is bushy. I want to way out of it. And you take up your hoe, you put your cutlass, and you do what? And you clear the way. Are we getting it? We remove the weed and we put the crop. And it's flourishing. No, there are sometimes you need to imbibe the idea of making fun out of nonsense, getting sense, deriving sense out of nonsense. God is an expert in that. He makes something out of nothing, or we assume nothing. Are we getting it?
Yes.
You can determination. You can influence your future. Are we getting the point? Please, because they gave you is not the end of the road. Study very well. Get out with first class. I preach. Jobs according to your ability. Please, this will be rounding up. Okay, now we're talking about you influencing nature. When you can, if you can influence your nature, you can affect the future. Are you getting my point? Government shouldn't determine your destiny. They provide job for you or not. Even if you are going to provide a job for you, they said, let me put it this way: it is the baby that stretches his or her hand that mama will carry. Are we getting the point? If you want support, they will support you. Are you getting my point? Now let's go ahead. As I said, the innate ability is a contradiction to the course or discipline that we undergo. From our find out, we discover that such students settle for the courses offered them by their various institutions, all in the name of obtaining certificate. But mind you, all these have negative implications. The efficiency of this category of people contributing immensely
to the crash down of the nation's economy. Over the years, vast group of Nigerian graduates turns liability on the government of the day rather than being an asset. Therefore, it is high time we kept sensitizing our people on how we can ameliorate the situation, provide the solution, and ignite the vision into action. There is no more to life than survival. There is fulfillment as a result of making significance and impact through good, genuine success. This is part of our initiative and the mentality we want to impact on our beneficiaries. So, this far, I think I am able to do justice to the vision and the ambition of idea processing and that. But before I land, listen, I will be having this meeting open and open because it is not only me or any other official of IBM that will take in this aspect. We want them from outside. They are resources. I know those are gone far. Let us learn from them. Let them call. So I think let them come and see younger people. They be encouraged. But one thing I don't work with numbers, as I've said. I get it. We see the river. We see the river. I was sharing with somebody that said there is a difference between industrialization and industrialism. Industrialism begets industrialization. Are you getting it? Industrialism is a spirit, it's a mindset. Are we getting it? Yes. Then it will be action out of industrialism brings about industrialization. When industrialization is not setting up a factory, it's doing something. Maybe bead making, maybe drawing, maybe painting. You there. Through idea processing Nigeria, I've seen it and it's happening. Dancing industry. I get it. We have film industry now. We have music industry. What about dancing industry? We are having it now. It can happen. Put your hands together. Furthermore, to get everyone, these are the main targets of idea processing Nigeria. To get everyone involved in one enterprise or the other. What I had in the industrialism, to activate innovation in the mindset of young people, that's orientation. To encourage the people to tackle challenges facing our nation, that's such as unemployment, that's profound solution. Then to build human capacity and self-reliance in the young intellectual, that is the bedrock for any nation's development. To saturate Nigeria with small scale and large scale industry, set up by our numerous beneficiaries. That's what I call industrialization. And when we combine this together, it is with the actualization of a better Nigeria. And this our mission is to carve out. What I mean by carving out is that is to fetch out people of various skills and aptitudes to our series of programs. Through our series of programs, then to cater for them. How do we cater for them? To develop them in training and assisting them with finance as time goes on. And also to coordinate all our beneficiaries during and after training for optimal results. Then we combine human resources in such a way that they are used to better life of the masses. You can sing, I can dance. Our combination is powerful. I will tell you. I get it. I can tell you, I don't know how to sing, I don't know how to dance, I don't know how to play football, but I am a talkative. Number one. Put it together. I know how to imagine, I dream a lot, and I'm so stubborn. I like making my vision come true. Then, what else? Okay, I like science too much. That's why all those examples I need is what I've done before. I have consulted Dynamo before and it works. I get my phone. Electric there, all this. And what else? Then that was the what's it called? distraction. Let me continue. Then we connect our beneficiaries to the outside world for people to explore them with substantial work through idea market and marketing. That's arm of Idea Processing Nigeria, INN, an arm of the organization. All these are to contribute to the development of our dear nation. And I know with you and me, we can achieve all these goals and targets. Maybe I should draw the curtain for my own presentation. Let us give it a
I will not also say the story, the number we have on ourselves. I believe in this saying that says your association determines your celebration. I want to make myself as a practical example before I joined IPMC. And I found it very difficult to look into your eyes and talk to you. As in, for me to stand like that and keep spiritual to you, talk to you. But now, I think we can say where the saying says your aspiration determines your celebration works for me. You know, I'm really affected. What is positive through IPMC is I just so now application. That's what I want to talk on. I mean, what you want to do to become a full member and a bona fide member of IPMC. To participate fully, I'll make it very fast because